Alright, hey guys, it's me again. You know who I am. Today, I'm going to show you how absolutely nuts the Synoid Simulor is now. So, all those stats that you saw in the patch notes look like a nerf. But it was a mega buff. It's so strong now. Like, originally the Synoid Simulor, if you didn't run it through like Mirage or anything, it kind of just fell off after like level 40, 50-ish. And it kind of just staggered everything past level 60. But it didn't do a terrible amount of damage, unless it was like against the infested or something like that. But now, here's the build I'm running. So I've changed it up. I'm no longer running Point Strike. This is a crit. This is what used to be my crit build. And I'm instead of running 90%, so I'm running 3 dual stats because it can hit 100% status chance. However, it's 99.9 right now. Because they finally fixed the math on this thing, so that's good, I guess. I mean, I don't think you want to add a 4th elemental for like an extra 0.1% status chance, and it procs it basically all the time anyways. You know, I got multi-shot on here, and you're going to see why that's important later. And I also have fire rate, which is sort of personal preference, and on this, and vital sense, crit damage. You're probably wondering why I have crit damage on a weapon with a 10% crit chance, but no point strike. You'll see why. All right. So I'll just show you this, and I'll sort of explain to you what happened. Let's crank this bad boy up. Let's get Derga to stun. Yeah. Derga, please. There we go. Yeah, old Synoid Simulor, you didn't used to do that. But I can strip armor really fast if I just stack like all my entire magazine up. I can strip the armor of that heavy gunner there and super duper quickly. I can red crit without point strike, as you can see there. I have 100% status chance. This gun is a fucking meme now. Like, Jesus Christ, look at this thing. And so what I think is happened is, so we're said in the patch notes where the 5% crit chance was added to the Synoid Simulor. What I think it meant is they added that to the orbs. Since the Vortex, as you can see, no matter how many I stack, I'm not getting a Vortex. It's completely gone now. But instead, that's been replaced with a super condensed, you know, ball of madness. There, as you can see with all those particle effects. And if you thought Mirage with Synoid Simulor was bad before, I'm pretty sure Mirage can crash your computer now. Especially if you're on, let's say, you see someone else running this. This hasn't affected my frame rate or even hurt my frame rate too much, but I've seen like people in sorties just fucking give up and leave. Oh boy. Alright. So if I just run this... Now, I don't even have to worry about detonating the mid thing. What the fuck? I didn't even get to use the whole magazine, and it got killed him before. Killed that heavy gunner before less than half of those things detonated. So, yeah. A weapon with 100% status chance and well over 100% crit chance. Without actually crit mods. You can see why this is silly. This is, oh my. Yep, armor's gone. If I just stack these up. Put on my damage buff here. It seems like the damage like sort of caps out a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that, but like after I stacked a certain amount of times, the damage stayed the same, even though like say the armor was gone well before that, but it sort of like stayed the same, even though they were like, you know, it was getting more and more procs off, like, and I was getting new procs like fire and stuff like that. But that's just my 2 cents on it. And for whatever reason, another thing to note with this weapon now is that I don't know why this happens. Alright, Derga. Derga, please. There we go. Nearly lost all my health there, but you get the idea. If I use my entire magazine, now the range, there is damage drop off within the AoE of this thing, so you want to keep this as close to targets as possible. If I detonate all those, that didn't do a whole lot of damage. That's my entire magazine there. However, when I start like burst firing it, hold on, let's just show you this again with a full health heavy gunner. So if I like try to burst fire, I just realized I had no health. So if he touches me, I'm dead. Oh, there we go. Alright, so just burst fire. And then that's sort of doing the same amount of damage. But after I get that couple corrosive procs in, I can sort of just stack as many of these as I want. And just absolutely destroy these high-level heavy gunners. So Synoid Simulor is the new Tonkor. It is the new silly. This is... I don't think anyone needs this much power in a weapon like this. I thought I had Jesus Christ. So the Tonkor, I mean, Tonkor got a little nerf, but I'll talk about the Tonkor maybe in another video. Actually, I'll tell you the Tonkor now. So Tonkor, no, I won't. All right, but as you can see, with the change to the Synoid Simulor, it's even more powerful than it once was. It doesn't have the range that it did, which I think is fine compared to, and you have to use your alt fire to detonate, so let's middle mouse button. However, I have my alt fire bound to mouse 5, so I can sort of just click in my mouse with my thumb, and makes it alt firing way easier, which is why I'm able to switch between these two modes real fast, unlike the Youth on the Prime or something like that. And you can see that there. So that crit chance as that stacking crit chance seems to be additive, and it adds to the current crit chance of the weapon, or the current stacks of the weapon, and not the base crit chance, which is why that seems to be red critting a lot, as you can see there. But one more time, ammo maximum was also increased on this weapon. Oh, I'm dead. There we go. I can sort of just pull all these orbs in now. Now, against like fast-moving targets, or like a group, definitely want to detonate these before they run out of your range, and you don't have to want to focus so much on your orb stacks. You want to focus a lot more on your range. Oh yeah. Oh hi! I didn't think you were alive. So yeah. This kills way faster than the Tonkor now. And it has scalability, which is really nice, and it doesn't drop off almost immediately. As silly as this weapon is, I really enjoy it. Having to, detonate and alt fire, and to get that ridiculous burst damage that you get. But, anytime I ever make a video on something broken, it's bound to get nerfed by someone watching. No doubt, but oh well. Just wanted to show you that, and so if you trashed your Synoid Simulor before, as soon as the update hit, I feel really sorry for you. But this is a 2 Forma build, I believe. I use 3 because I changed one of my dash polarities to a V. But you should only need 2 Forma. You should get rid of the initial D polarity and change that to a V, and then add another V. If you want for those polarities on your Synoid Simulor. If you're curious about Forma and why it shows more than I actually have. Yeah. So yeah, that's the build. You can run a pure status build if you want, but doesn't do nearly as much damage as a crit build. Like a full-on crit build. So let's just show you this rather. I don't know if punch through affects the AoE. But I don't think it would, since it's an AoE. let's add the last status there. And, yeah. Let's add that one heavy gunner again. Alright, there we go. Alright, good. Well, let's just detonate these other ones. Now, it's still red crits, but armor's already gone, but now I'm not going to do a whole lot of damage because I'm missing crit damage, and I'm only doing like, what, 2k? On an unarmored target here. Yeah, this takes significantly more shots when you drop Vital Sense. Now, if you don't care for fire rate, or you think the default fire rate is fine, you should probably drop speed trigger for a hammer shot or like a blade round, something that gives you more crit damage. And if Riven Suggestions, I suggest you grab a multi-shot and a crit damage Riven. And crit chance would be nice, but it really doesn't do too much on the weapon. So I'll also demo that right now. So if we just put on ditch speed trigger for now. But this is what I initially ran with when I first tested out the weapon. And it's a very, very weird hybrid build where you just sacrifice something for something else. Let's get you stunned. Derga, please. There we go. Yeah. So, it's really not helping you out there in any way. So it doesn't make the orbs red crit any faster at all. So you definitely want to forego point strike on this thing for now. It might be broken, who knows. But this whole fucking weapon is broken, to be completely honest. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to change this out, my Riven out, for something that fits the new Simulor that I'm really enjoying right now. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Also, side note, let's talk about other buffs. So Penta also got a tiny a nerf. So if you thought thought that you wouldn't be able to damage yourself with the Penta's tether grenades, you are now wrong. They changed that so that does self-damage as well. And all those buffs to the buffs to weapons that, you know, also apply to enemies. Everything that I said in the last video, except for like some of the nerf changes. So all the changes to the enemies that I predicted came true. So you can see Bombard's rockets are much, much faster now. Much, much faster. And they also seem to slightly affect the napalm, but I'm not too sure on that one. So, peak. That rocket's coming a million miles an hour now. It's super duper fast. However, since it's faster, it's gonna hit you directly more often, and it doesn't do damage through walls anymore, as you can see. If he shoots the floor, I'm absolutely dead. Yeah, you see, does not do damage through walls anymore, but except for that time. But AoE does, but you're more likely to get hit directly by the rocket than anything else because the rocket speed has been increased. And so now all the launchers do self-damage now, but I'm still immune for whatever reason. And I don't know if the Torrid actually has self-damage now, so if you guys have the Torrid, out for me and see if that has self-damage now, as the Penta's Tether Grenades has self-damage now. And so one last thing is the Telos Boltace and how it got changed. Its passive doesn't open boxes anymore. It's got this whirlwind sort of effect. So I'll quickly show you that, and I'll quickly show you something else as well. Alright, so what it does is it sucks them all up behind you for a little while. And on next slide attack, it blows them all away. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does still proc whatever element you have on the weapon 100% of the time. However, there's a slight, let's call it exploit with it right now, where if you use Mirage with your Storm Path, with your Telos Boltace, you know, and then Shadow Clone Jutsu, let's roll over to these guys. Cooldown of it is gone. I can just suck enemies in forever. And it's a literal blender. If you use this one for Mirage now. Yeah, so I don't know if you like blenders. And I certainly know you don't like cooldowns. So if you're going to use a Telos Boltace and you're going to spin to win with it, your only option really is use it with Mirage. To get rid of that cooldown. Even though it says, like, occasionally it says it will a cooldown will start, it just restarts. As you can see. Because I think for whatever reason the clones might have each separate cooldown and just resets after a while. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but yeah. No cooldown with Mirage. Anyway guys, I'm gone for real this time, so alright, see ya.